Coming up, we'll be talking about the rumour that the MCU Fantastic Four could be announced soon.
We'll go through this week's biggest releases, including Scream 5.
And we'll be talking about some of the upcoming movies that you can book tickets for, like Jackass Forever. Welcome to What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. I am Luke Owen.
And if you hang up on me, I'll gut you like a fish. Dan later.
Dan is now the permanent co-host of What's On at Cineworld Cinemas.
I've wormed my way well in.
With your subterfuge.
With my subterfuge. I don't accept that as canon. I'm going to keep saying it the way I said it because it's more sort of romantic and, you know.
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Seems like Jim Carrey in Series of Unfortunate Events. He pronounces things in that excellently.
So I was talking to a friend of mine about your whole subterfuge thing, and I was like, I just took what Dan said as like read. I was like, because Dan is smarter than I am, I just instantly assumed that he's right, when actually I was completely right. But I was like, well, Dan's a smart guy, so it must be subterfuge.
What I've learned in my 32 years as a white male is if you say anything with confidence, people will believe you. So go right ahead, you know?
Okay, well, let's dive into this week's potentially biggest bit of news. And this is pure rumour. This is pure speculation. We are pulling the train firmly into speculation station here.
Love that. Great imagery.
Thank you very much. And that is that we know that Marvel Studios, the MCU, are going to be doing a Fantastic Four movie.
Because they just can't help themselves.
They just
got to get some films out there, you know?
They own it now.
It's been a quiet couple of years.
They're only releasing 4 movies this year.
What a shame.
We've got to do more than that.
Slacking.
I think it's actually 3, but anyway.
We do 1 a week.
So, and, you know, we put just as much money into this as Marvel do into each of
I'm not even a real human. I'm just visual effects.
We de-age both of us.
Please,
like Sam
please.
Jackson, Captain Marvel, both of us. Look, make us look like we did in the 90s.
Which was just give him a bit of a wig. That was literally, he looks the same, basically.
Anyway, so we know that they know that Marvel are doing a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
Because they announced, so Kevin Feige said, we're doing a Fantastic Four movie. And they did that big Phase 4 video last year.
Oh, and I cried.
Same here.
Yeah.
And then, because it was like the big return to cinema and stuff. And it was like, here are all the movies, here are all the titles that we're doing. And it ended with that 4. And it was like, is that Phase 4? Or it looks quite suspiciously like a Fantastic Four logo.
Maybe it just was a Fantastic Four. They picked out all the 4s. They were like, that one's the best one. That's fantastic.
That is a Fantastic
Let's put that one in
Four logo. And now, the other thing that people thought that, this might be a little way off in the future, is because John Watts has been announced that he is helming MCU's Fantastic Four. And he'd also been announced as the guy who was kind of leading the charge for Final Destination 6. So what a lot of people assumed there was that he's going to be the director of Final Destination 6. But according to Variety, he is not directing Final Destination 6. This is what they said. Watts is only set to produce Final Destination 6. His next directing gig will still likely be Marvel Studios' reboot of Fantastic Four, which remains undated. So if that is his next gig, and I was looking at the list of movies that Marvel have got coming out next year, you know, for the MCU. Here's what we've got for next year.
Okay, walk me through it.
So, we have got The Marvels coming out in February. We have got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 coming out in May. And Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania coming out in July. That gives you another 6 months left of a calendar year.
Yeah.
And usually they do have one later in the year.
Well, they want to save something for that kind of like festive boost. Like, I think, was it Thor 2, one of the best films of all time, came out in like October.
Exactly. You know, last year it was The Eternals and Spider-Man No Way Home was like a big December release for them.
Spider-Man No Way Home, John Watts has done well. You want to give him that end of the year tentpole kind of slot if you're gonna,
Exactly. So I think there is a slot open there for the end of 2023 for a Fantastic Four movie.
Isn't it wild that we just arrived in 2022 and we're already planning for December 23?
Because that's what we do.
Well, yeah, basically.
It's you know, me and Ollie have had this argument many times before. I'm like, if I'm at San Diego Comic-Con, show me trailers for movies that aren't coming out for 5 years. I don't want to see trailers for movies that's coming out in 6 months' time.
Just let me know there will be a future.
Exactly. Tell me what's coming out in 2023. 2033 is what I'm looking for.
Sometimes sometimes, you know when they do that big like phase 4, here's the picture of all of the ones that are coming out. I'll look at that and I will a little be like I'll be like, that's a lot actually, isn't it? There's too many. And every single time one comes out, I'm like, come on.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Here is my money.
Yeah, please. I'll watch it 7 times.
Absolutely.
You.
I mean, you went to go see Spider-Man again yesterday.
I had to go to the cinema for a purpose of filming, and I thought, when you're out,
Why not?
See Spider-Man.
How was it was it the second, third time?
This would be the 3rd time.
How was it for the 3rd time?
Really very good. Actually. Yeah,
Really very
quite liked
good.
it. Really very good.
Good.
More and more. I think when you see something, normally what happens is you see something and then it's like diminishing returns. You're like, oh, I spot that joke, I spot that mistake, and I spot the. This one, I'm just like, yeah, I don't mind.
Don't mind it, mate.
Yeah.
So
I was about to do another spoiler then, and I really caught myself.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm so glad.
even now.
That's what I like about you, Dan. You catch yourself when
I self-edit.
You self-edit when you swear. Self-editing with your spoilers.
And that's why I'm here today.
So if we are getting Fantastic Four, I mean, do you think that it could be something that, if it is next year, that means it's going to be announced pretty soon?
You would think.
Because they'd have to start filming it this year, so it's ready for next
people
year.
would leak.
Well, exactly.
Everything.
Yeah. Are you excited for a new Fantastic Four movie?
Get into this. I think Fantastic Four has proven itself to be a difficult thing to pass because they've had a couple of goes at it, and the last one, Fant Four Stick, didn't vibe with many people.
Hey, I thought Kate Mara's wig was incredible.
Well, this is true. However, the best Fantastic Four movie there has ever been is The Incredibles. So, it's one of those things, if the bar is set pretty high. I'm intrigued by what they would do, because the other thing is, I think when you read like Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's set in space, I've said this before, it's like, what? Okay, they're not going to do that well. And then they did that really well. So in the right hands, you can take something and make it something that shouldn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, even Iron Man was a B-list. Like, what do you do with Iron Man?
That's what they all.
Well, what you do is make an
they had.
entire franchise.
Yeah.
So
all they had like those first days was just these like D-list characters.
Yeah.
That
And
only comic book fans were aware.
It's hard to be a Marvel fan and like, no, it's not. I'm lying. It's easy to be a Marvel fan and be like, they'll do really well and just sound like you're sort of blowing smoke up Kevin Feige's nethers. However, they do a pretty good job. I went through the whole list of all of their movies last year and was like, what's the lowest rating any one of these has got? And all of them are at the very least a 3-star good time.
Yeah.
Even and Thor 2 is a 5-star masterpiece. So I'll have a good time. I know I'm kind of curious as what, especially John Watts, who has shown with this latest Spider-Man, he can handle a big moment. He can handle being able to draw all of these emotional lines and bring everything in. I think he's going to do a good job. Curious with the multiverse extravaganza.
Well, that's what I was going to ask as well, because Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is our next one.
Yeah.
Wonder if they're going to use that as almost like a backdoor pilot, so that your post-credit scene, your P-creds, is the reveal of the Fantastic Four.
With the multiverse angle as well, though, do you play with Chris Evans? Do you get him in for a little cameo?
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
like it. Yeah. I was just thinking then,
Just
like,
a little spicy.
bringing back Jessica Alba, bringing back Hornblower, and then I was like, yeah, who played Joe Sum? You're right, it was Evans.
Big C. Big C Ev.
He was, wasn't he?
Yeah. Which, like, he's not going to do a film. It would be weird. But could you imagine just a little...
Oh, a little...
Through the window. Just goes,
hello.
Hi. Just the multiverse, just passing through. Hi.
I also sort of think that this... I'm not going to say it has to happen in 2023, but 2023 seems to make the most sense for any of these, because you look at the other movies that they've got announced already, which is Blade, a new Deadpool movie, Captain America 4, the Shang-Chi sequel, and the quote-unquote untitled mutant-centric movie.
I never know what it's been written down as.
Gee, I wonder what that could possibly be.
New Mutants 2.
Finally!
New Tutants. That's what I'm going with. As many, if you can, like, I was really bitter that they didn't call it Transformers. So if I can squeeze that kind of pun in anything, New Tutants is on the way.
New Tutants I like, because I was going to say with Two Mutants, but you're right. New Tutants works so much better.
Well, I guess the word Two Mutants at the end, who were running away with it.
I mean, I don't think I love it as much as Tuella, but I do.
Tuella, that's brilliant. Okay, big fan.
Yeah. So anyway,
Despicable 3. I was always furious that they didn't go with that.
Well, I mean, we'll get onto Scream 5 later on. That's not called Five Cream. which, you know, was a waiting, it was an open door opportunity.
Right there.
It was right there for you.
Come on,
You
guys.
did it with Screform. So anyway, we've got our untitled mutant-centric movie. There's 5 movies there.
Yeah.
That will take you probably through 2024 and into 2025. So
the last one that's been announced date-wise is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
that's right, which is July 2023.
Quantum Mania.
Yeah. So I think it is going to be next year. I really think it's going to be next year.
I mean, they could kind of do anything, but yeah. There's that end of the year period that is like, I want something. I want little. Give me
like,
exciting.
With No Way Home doing 1.3 billion.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
That's the prime spot for it.
Yeah.
People want to go to the movies at Christmas time. Well, Spider-Man. This isn't a spoiler. Has a Christmas tree in it, so it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
as long as they put a Christmas tree in Fantastic Four, they can release it in December. That's all I care about.
And also, this isn't a spoiler either because it's in the trailer. There's Halloween decorations still up, so it could technically also be a Halloween movie.
Ooh, well, they're taking them down.
Well, okay, so here's the last thing I'll say on this.
Okay.
Do you want to save this until 2024?
Hello.
Because then you can do the big reveal with the number.
Coming to, and then you can, I mean, from a marketing perspective, if I'm in the Marvel marketing offices and it's like, can you just push that to sort of like February 2024 so that we can use the 4 in the logo?
Yeah.
Like, and then Feige's like, really? And they're like, yes.
Yeah. Do I get another $1 billion franchise
like-
or something that's aesthetically pleasing for the
He's like,
marketing
can you
team?
not release it on December the 4th? Could you check if December the 4th is a Friday? Because if it is, let's go right the way ahead to...
Let me get my calendar up. Nope, it's the 8th and the 15th and 22nd.
Well, they could do an extended preview for a whole week.
Anyway, so that's the current story as it is. We'll keep an eye on this, but I am very excited nonetheless.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
The big release this week. Neither of us have seen it yet either because we're not important enough to be invited to.
And I don't like scary movies.
Well,
Do you get it?
Yeah. Scream 5. Oh, actually, it's just called Scream, isn't it?
It's just called Scream. Which that confuses me. I don't need that because it's not a reboot.
I know.
Because Courtney Cox is there.
I know. But they're all there, aren't they? Nev Campbell's there.
And I'm confused easily.
Dewey's there. Like, I don't need... I wish this was just called Scream 5.
It would be easy.
Yeah.
5 cream.
5 cream.
That's what we need.
It's all it needed. But regardless...
Because you see a 5 looks like an S. It's very clever.
Regardless, and, you know, when people tend to do passwords for things, they need to replace S's.
PA55W0RD.
But regardless, I am so excited to see this. Got my ticket booked to go and see this. We're recording this on a Thursday. It comes out on the Friday. But I have got my ticket to go see this evening, and I'm just salivating. I saw a review to it today that said it's the scariest Scream, brackets, the best Scream since the 1996 original, which I have got such a soft spot for because I was of that age when that original came out, where I was like, it was a VHS like rental for me. That it was just and it was
wobbly, little fuzzy.
Getting your friends round for like a Friday night and watching that, and then being like, and then I went to the pictures to see 2 and 3, and I love this franchise so much.
I will have to see it during the day because I scare very easily, and I need to be safe. I need to go home.
I can't do that because I have a job.
Yeah, I'm, fun employed. So I find the original Scream to be something of a masterpiece.
It is.
Right? Because it's not just... It was meta before meta was a thing, before meta was cool. It's really like playing with the tropes. The whole thing is essentially... They made a parody of it. They made Scary Movie, but they didn't need to because the first one was a pastiche, I suppose. The distinctions my essay tutors would tell me off. But no, I don't know. It's like when you have a property that we're in nostalgia time where they're making stuff to point back and refer to old stuff, to have something be that classic and to get reviews like this, that's got to be a good film.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Also, I'm going to go on the record here. My hot take.
Okay.
Scream 4's a good movie, everyone.
No, my friend Jack talked about this recently,
Why do people rag on Scream 4 so much? It's better than 3.
Well,
I think it's better than 2.
Oh, whoa. You are really on the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is better than 2.
Can't tell you a
It's
secret?
dead good. What is it?
Never seen it. So, I'm going to take your word for it.
You really should.
Yeah, okay.
Before seeing Scream 5.
Okay.
Because it's a continuing
I'll
story.
binge them all.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
one.
then
be
dead scared out of my wits and like walking to the cinema like, they were like, would you like popcorn? No. What if he comes out of the popcorn?
If you don't want to go see Scream 5, or just Scream as it's called, Licorice Pizza is also out this week.
It is. By Paul Thomas Anderson, starring Alana Haim. Mm-hmm. Is it Alana Haim?
I've seen a lot of chatter about this online. People really, really into this movie. Already because I think it was out last year in the States. It's a New Year release for us.
It was New Year's Day when I saw it. New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
I was hanging something chronic, and I found it to be a very interesting movie. It's one of those things that stays with you afterwards, and you sort of try and piece it together because it's almost like an aimless film. There's no real driving plot narrative, which makes it feel a bit like a dream. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like this memory of a time gone by. It's set in, I think the hairstyles would suggest the 70s. And yeah, it's all about that kind of young, that period in your life in your 20s when you're sort of lost a little bit, lost at sea, flailing around, trying to figure out what's going on. And also the period when you're in your teenagers, when you think you can sort of take on the world, and the marriage of those two things I found quite interesting. So it's a very, I was glad that I saw that while I was delicate, rather than, something quite smashy. That would have been an interesting New Year's Day. But it's and it looks gorgeous. But you'd expect that from PTA.
Of course, absolutely. Also out this week, the 355, The Kingsman, Matrix Resurrections,
Spider-Man No Way Home, Clifford the Big Red Dog, and West Side Story.
But if you had a pick of the week, what would it be?
This week, I'm going with Scream.
Yeah, me too.
It kind of can't be anything else.
Yeah, well, you've already seen Licorice Pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going Scream as well.
Could be Spider-Man No Way Home. We could just carry this on.
Just keep going.
Which will last longer, we're going to say. Which will last longer.
No, I'm going with Scream here. Yeah. I'm a horror guy.
Yeah.
I'm that guy that everyone knows that's got the Friday the 13th tattoo.
Oh, really?
That's me.
Have you got Friday the 13th? Where? Can I see it? Can I see it immediately?
I'll show you. The screen's going to transition.
I think it's important enough to share with the rest of the group.
No, I got it when I was 18.
Amazing. I'll show you the tattoo I got when I was 18, but that's definitely not safe for work. Now, the other reason Scream has to be pick of the week, because Courtney Cox. I'm,
absolutely.
Forever.
Friends forever.
Friends forever.
Guys, bad news. Blue Monday.
It's coming.
It's approaching all of us. And not the great New Order song. Oh, we are, aren't we? It's very nice, by the way.
Thanks very much.
So yeah, Blue Monday is here. It's traditionally the saddest day of the year.
Yeah.
It's too far past Christmas, and it's too far away from the January payday.
Yeah, and it's just Monday, innit?
Monday, innit?
I don't like Mondays.
No, I mean, I'll make myself feel better by listening to New Order and listening to Blue Monday on loop.
Do you play with the Kylie Blue Monday mashup? Can't get Blue Monday out of my head.
Oh no, but I will.
It is, as the children would say, lit.
Well, do you know what I think is lit?
Please tell me.
I think Cineworld's Unlimited card is lit.
What a segue. You are the true professional of the week, employee of the week right here.
Thank you very much. You were doing some filming for this yesterday. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, so the Blue Monday is rubbish, but one of my favourite things to do to sort of stave off the sads, my self-care routine, is to go to the movies. So I was making a little reel for the old, Instagram, all about how if you're feeling the sads, Unlimited can take you along. Get yourself a little discount on some snacks there. Go and see a movie, and then turn right back around and go and see a second one.
Oh, delightful!
Spider-Man twice in a row.
Why not?
Because that's the best part. So you can get a 50% off your first month of Unlimited as a special offer for Blue Monday this very weekend.
And if you're already an Unlimited user and you're thinking, hang on, this doesn't benefit me in any way, there's a little extra bonus treat coming your way.
We'd never forget you.
No, absolutely not. And I'm saying this apropos of nothing. It's National Popcorn Day next Wednesday.
Is that a thing?
It is, yeah.
What's your poison?
Oh, I go for I like a mixture.
Yeah.
I prefer the salted over sweets, but I think mixed.
It's nice now and again to just have a little sweet one there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, salted.
Yeah.
Problem is, I always get it stuck in my teeth, so I've got a snack for the next 3 days.
On sale now. You can get tickets for this in the video description down below. One of my most anticipated movies of this year. Legit. It's this and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Jackass Forever.
Do you want to know a little secret?
What's that?
Also one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
This or Sonic 2?
Jackass. Sonic. I saw the first Sonic on Valentine's Day. I don't know why. But no.
How is the day life?
We'll talk off camera. Yeah, Jackass Forever is like I had never seen any of the Jack-Eye movies, and I found them. We watched them over lockdown, and I found them to be just delightful.
Oh yeah.
I really wasn't expecting to really like. It was one of those things where it's like, fine, we'll watch the first Jackass movie, and then it was like, we can watch the second one if you want. I don't really mind. And then we watched all the like 2.5 and all those things. Yeah.
I'm 37 this year.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So I was 14 when Jackass was first on the air in 1999. So I was like the prime age for this. I'll tell you a little secret. I wasn't actually old enough to see Jackass the movie because I was 17.
Ooh! Did you sneak? I did. That's naughty.
I did. Well, what
Cineworld does not encourage that behaviour.
Does not condone any of this. and
the statute of limitations is over, so you can't.
And neither do I.
No one's coming for you.
No, I bought a ticket to go see Lord of the Rings 2. And then I sat there for like 5 minutes and then walked across.
That's double levels, because what if there was not a ticket for the correct film? That makes me more cross than breaking the BBFC's rules there. Because that for me is like extra levels of naughty. That's like, there was no seat, you didn't have the correct like documentation.
No, and then
how dare you?
Then the film started, right?
Yeah.
And some kids ran in because they also tried to sneak in, and a security guard came round and he found them and he like shone them and he took them out. And he then went around the rest of the screen to see if there were any other
naughty people.
And he shined it on me and my friends, and I'm there. Because I had long hair at the time. I had my long hair, and I was wearing a Jackass hoodie.
Oh my god!
And he saw me and was like, clearly a fan.
That stands, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, and walked down.
That's
how I saw the first one. I was old enough to see the rest of them, though.
Yeah.
And I bought tickets to go see those legally.
How long till your 18th birthday was it?
That was like a few months.
Okay, fine. That's like that's all right. But also there's so much thrill in that story. That's a narrative in itself,
isn't it great?
Yeah.
My own personal Jackass stunt.
Well played. Oh
anyway,
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so Jackass Forever. I'm super excited about this movie. I'm just beyond pumped for it.
Yeah, I think I'm so excited. I've never seen one in obviously because I only saw them this year, but I've never seen one in the movies. And I'm quite excited to be sat in the room with a bunch of people squirming. I think it's going to be the sort of squeaks on the seats are going to be quite interesting.
Oh my God, it's going to be so good. I mean, so at the other end of the spectrum from Jackass Forever is you
can double bill.
You can buy tickets for Sing 2.
Yeah.
I really like the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a good time.
It's a fun time, isn't it?
It's kind of got that Glee vibe of like, oh, I know that song.
Exactly, yeah. Adam Buxton's in the new one as well, so that gives it plus points in my books.
Yeah.
It's my friend's kid's favourite movie ever, so he's very excited to see the second one.
Yeah. I don't have children, so I don't really clock what the youths are into.
But you do know they say lit.
I do know they say lit. Do you know I started saying lit unironically recently? I did it for comedy for a long time, and then recently I found myself going, oh, this is lit. So I don't know, who needs Botox when I've got the lingo?
We've got 2 unlimited screenings coming up this week. This coming Monday, it's Journal for Jordan, and then on Wednesday the 19th, Parallel Mothers. Which of the 2 are you most looking forward to?
I think Parallel Mothers is my pick. I think both are fantastic options, obviously, because we're here. But I think Parallel Mothers is something that I'm just, I think I've been excited for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's getting great write-ups, very popular.
Journal for Jordan for me. I'm very, very excited for that. And on the 27th of January, the NT Live Leopoldstadt is also available to book tickets for.
Bit of national theatre, bit of culture.
Absolutely.
Happy days.
NT Live. But that's all we've got time for on this edition of What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. You can book tickets for any of the films that we've talked about using the links in the video description down below. And if you like these 2 idiots talking bobbins and you want a bit more of it, there's an audio version of this podcast that you can download that's got extra chat waffle.
You can never have too much bobbins.
Oh, I love it. We will see you in 7 days' time. I have been Luke Owen.
And I'm not sure what I've been.
And that is What's On.